podcast, we're gonna be talking about Cancun in the first episode. So many of us know that it's basically a tradition we all have that at the end of the year we go as a class, and it's basically the vacation of the year.
Yes, I remember when I was in 1S, the older classes talked about us they just went to Cancun and that it was the best time of their lives, that they spent a week there and it was all party and it was amazing and we always wanted to go, but we thought we wouldn't go because of COVID.
Yeah, that's the difference that we had just because of COVID. Things were different. And first of all, we had to go to Cancun, to uni, sorry. Yeah. But we didn't get to go to uni just because of COVID. And things were kind of different in this trip.
Yes, and we almost didn't go to Cancun.
Yeah, so let's talk about that one. So we had to go Monday morning, the 20th, I think.
20th.
21st.
Our flight was at 11 a.m.
So we got there, and then we passed controls and everything, and then we started as we normally do. We started drinking in the airport, and that caused like a bit of trouble because we
were too loud.
We were too loud, and the cops thought we were fighting. So yeah, it got to a point where they had to make us stop the music, and we got the alcoholemia test, the alcohol test.
No, it's that we were in an open cafe and everyone was passing through and it was like 9:30, 10 a.m. in the morning and we were blasting the airport with music and each of us put like $2 I think and we bought like 2 bottles of vodka and then we drank them in like 10 minutes. We were so excited for our trip and we thought that it would be cool and for the stories what's up and everything, and so then we started drinking and dancing. And we took over a whole bar in a cafe in the airport. And then people started walking through and they were complaining. And soon the cops came and...
Yeah, and then it became a big issue. And everybody stayed in the cafe and a hotel. We went to... we went to the priority pass lobby. And we started eating and drinking water. Because if they caught us, we weren't gonna go.
Yeah, well, because they told us that we had to do like a 0.05 alcohol blood level. Our blood had to have a 0.005, and that's less than a beer. If you drink a beer, then you wouldn't be able to travel. But we were in the priority pass room, and we went in there first, and we started drinking beers. We were chilling, and then they told us that, and the cops came to us, and they first started talking to us, and we said, "That's our coordinator. Don't talk to us," and we ran to the priority pass and we started eating like crazy.
And then we wanted to go directly to the plane. We wanted to go directly to the plane.
Yes.
But they told us we had to go and take the test. And we were how many? We were 18. No, but we were like 12.
Yeah.
That were older than 18. And all of us got higher than 0.05. And we were about... we weren't supposed to go, and then they talked to us and they told us stop drinking and I don't know what, and we stopped it and we went. Everybody was about to cry.
Yes, it was the worst moment, and it was the first time in the trip we were all together. Everyone was just arriving, and then we started drinking, and then the cops came. They took us to a separate room, and we were sitting there like,
and then
we were trembling. Our voices.
Then we just left. We got to Panama, and nothing much happened in Panama.
No, Panama I didn't like it at all. The people in Panama are the worst. They are rude. They are, I don't know. You walked by, someone crashed onto you, and they instead of apologizing like a normal person would do, you said, "¿Qué te pasa?"
They're mad people. And then nothing much happened in Panama. Right? We just ate.
Yes, we ate, but Panama is super hot and super dry. I spent like $20 in water. It's giant. Walking from the restaurants to the boarding gate, we took like 20 minutes. And it was super long, and it was like the airport is big, but it's also like, I don't know, they put on the heaters and it's so hot and it's humid because of the sweat, so all of the airport smells.
It feels like a Tawichi.
It's a witch, yes.
And then not much happened. We left. It was a really long flight.
Yes.
We got there 1 a.m.
Yeah, I think we arrived to the airport at like 12, but then for the immigrations there was a super long line.
Right.
And we were like an hour just doing lines, and then we went to the hotel and we arrived at 1.
And then we wanted to continue. We wanted to have a sea and everything, but no one want, like
Yes,
they
no,
want to sleep. So
we
then,
didn't classify, we weren't sleeping, we were tired. No.
but then I was with Luciano in my room, and right next to us was Pablo and Mia. So we stayed up until 6:30, dancing and having fun. And I
just if you look at the videos, you wouldn't understand the good time they had.
and then what happened? Yeah, we didn't go to to breakfast. We were-
I don't know how you did. You slept like 3 hours.
We didn't go to breakfast. We woke up directly to the pool to drink.
Yeah, that's the next thing. In Cancun, there's 2 things you can do. You can stay up late and then wake up around like 10, 11, and then you have a quick breakfast, or you don't have breakfast at all and you go to the pool. Or if you're like me, I slept from like 3 to 7:30. Went to breakfast, and I had from like 8 in the morning until 11 when the bars open. I was free, so I just explored around with some friends. But he didn't. He woke up, he went to the pool, to the bar, give me the strongest thing you have a day.
We started drinking and we were really tired, so we went back to sleep. And we had to wake up at what time? Seven maximum, because at 8 we had to go to the first disco, to the first club. And we weren't waking up. They came and knocked on the door. We weren't waking up. I was with Luciano. And then somehow Augusto just entered my room and told us, "You're late," and he left. And then I told Luciano, "We have to go now." We took a shower, we dressed, and then I went directly to Augusto's room, and then I couldn't find Augusto. I went looking for him like 10 minutes, and I just found Filippo sleeping. He was super tired. He was out of it.
Yes. So like as a bit of background, that day I woke up at 8 and I started drinking at around 11, and then we met up all together. And then I think one of our friends got a call from a buddy from another school here, from the Franco. And they said, "We are at a pool, come with us." We went to the pool, and then we gathered, we were like 2 schools, we were like 40 people in a pool this time. So you can imagine it. The pool was like light blue, and then when we left it was light green. It was full of pee. But anyway, I started drinking, and I hadn't eaten anything since we left from Santa Cruz, so I was really bad of my stomach, and then I got a little bit drunk, and then I had to be carried to my room in a wheelchair because I'm too heavy, and my friends, they are wimps, they can't carry me. So then they took me, and then Jeffrey was kind of in the same, not as bad as I was, but he fell asleep and he wasn't waking up. And I was blacked out, and then I woke up, and I don't remember this, but I went into his room, and he was like, and then I don't know how he went to the club.
We took a shower and dressed really fastly, and then we went to the front office, and we told them, "How do we go?" They told us, "Get the first bus. It's $1, and you get." We got to the first bus, and we told them, "Please take us to Mandala, Cancun." Yeah. We paid them and we got there, and it was a really weird day. And that night it was kind of weird because it just didn't feel real. And then we just got there, we started drinking with our friends. We found some friends the first night of the US, and yeah, we started drinking with them. And then it started to rain, which was. At first it was good, but then it got a disaster. Everybody was wet, the floor was slippery.
What would you rate the club out of 10?
But in what?
Say, I mean, like, I know you got a little bit early because I think,
No,
well,
I-
not you, not you, the rest of our classmates, they arrived at, I think, at 7:30 or 8, and they said that it was empty until like 10 p.m. That then it started getting crowded, and then at 12 the place was about to blow up. It was so full of people you couldn't walk. That's what I've been told. I couldn't go. I was sleeping. No, I didn't classify. I was not in the roster for the club.
It was a good club. It wasn't bad. It was.
But were the drinks good? Was the play night?
I mean, they gave us a bottle. It was an open bar, so they gave us bottles. And the guys, like the workers made it, but they made it so strong. It was literally like 50, 60, 40.
Yeah, if you don't know, 60-40 means that there's 60% of the glass safe. It's 60% alcohol. The other 40% is juice.
So yeah, so it was a 6. It wasn't bad, but it was a weird night. And then what did we do?
No, I remember because I slept and then I woke up and I couldn't find my phone because I gave it to some of my friends because I was in the pool. And then I walked all throughout the hotel and then no one was coming up. And then I found my salvation, that it was him and Luciano. And they were there and I told them, do you know where your phone is? Yeah, it's here. And I just went with them and then I think that we got into a room and then we started talking about what happened and telling stories.
Oh, now I remember. The first night, after the club, we got there and I went directly to the buffet. It's the worst food you can ever eat.
Yes.
It's so bad. One night I had
Sushi roll.
No, an empanada. I opened it and it was green. It was rotten.
No,
it was horrible.
Important thing about Cancun. The hotel we went to is the Oasis, which is the one that receives all these high school students. Because why else would you have? They give you the worst food. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Anything else?
So that's the first day.